Welcome back, troglodytes, to the Trogly's Guitar Show. I keep getting the comment, do a collection video, do a collection video. The last time I pulled out every single guitar that I currently owned, while putting the cases away, I broke my toe. I did that by running my toe into the wall, so it's very dangerous to take out every single guitar. But I thought I would show you guys the 7 strangest Gibson guitars that I currently own. Now make sure you check out my other collection videos I've done, but let's go ahead and dive into this one. The first one on our list is one of my favorites from the mid-2000s era. This is known as the Les Paul Goddess. Now, these things did not go over very well when they were first introduced. But the gist of these is they were marketed towards women. They're slightly thinner than a regular Les Paul. They're pretty lightweight, but they had very beautiful colors. This rose burst one is impossible to find. I'm so happy I've got one. Purple burst is another highly sought after version. They also have a black, kind of a cream looking one, and sky burst. But what makes these cool is they have a colored Gibson logo that matches the color of the guitar, as well as the matching pickups. These guitars can now sell between 2 to 3 times their original sale price. Our next guitar is called the L6S. It's basically a flattened Les Paul shape, and these were built in the mid-70s through the late 70s. Now here's something we're going to learn when I finally make the episode of this. The very first run of these got block inlays, and I've been looking for one of these to document for a long time. Most L6S guitars will have dot inlays. They offered them in kind of like a standard and a custom configuration. I forget the details right now, but this is the one I prefer that has kind of the Veritone-esque switch. It allows you to blend all these Bill Lawrence electronics in a very unique way to get some interesting sounds. The majority of these have harmonica bridges, so this one is a very early example with some unusual things going on. Our next one is known as the Gibson M3, born out of the Super Strat era. This one was just a little bit late to be super widely accepted, but Gibson did reissue these in the 2000s as well. They might look super uncomfortable to play, but these are some of the best playing guitars that I've ever had. This is the second one I've owned. It doesn't play quite as nice as my first one. But what is unique about these is they've got this nice deep carve here. So it really makes it easy to play high up on the neck. White is also kind of an uncommon finish. There was also a deluxe version of this guitar that had like multiple layers of wood on it. I can't do a strange guitar video without bringing out the Zootsuits. I haven't done the Les Paul one yet, but I have covered the SGs in a full review and demo. These are essentially plywood guitars. They're birch wood that is dyed multiple colors and then glued together. These things upset a lot of people, but I love them. The Les Paul version is much more limited in production. It was only produced 1 year, whereas the SGs were produced between 3 to 4 years. You can see the multicoloration also continues on to the neck of these guitars. This guitar is the first R9 59 reissue that I've ever owned, and it is a Cloud 9 reissue. What that basically means is it's highly chambered, very similar to like the Les Paul Elegance, which makes it really lightweight but still built to 59 specs. This one has a sweet green finish, which is not all that common, and you kind of gotta be a guy like me to appreciate it, but even the back is green on this one. It's just kind of a quirky guitar in general, but I do enjoy it. And finally, we have one of Gibson's advertisement Les Pauls. In the late 90s to the early 2000s, Gibson partnered with many different companies to create promotional guitars. The Donzi is a speedboat one. This was actually the very first one produced. I have a video of number 2 on my channel if you want to watch that one with kind of a humorous intro. But this is a speedboat company, and personally, I love these guitars. They sell for about the price of a Les Paul Standard, but these are built to custom shop historic specs, which means you have the long neck tenon and the ABR1 bridge. These are an absolute steal, even if you needed to refinish them, and they really are fantastic guitars. So, eventually I'll get full reviews and demos on all these guitars, but I thought I would do another one of these collection videos since everybody seems to enjoy them. So if nothing else, this is just a sneak peek of what is coming. But trust me, there's no shortage of guitars needing to be reviewed. I've got them all over the place. Thank you, Troglodytes, for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow on the next episode. Take care.